Welcome back everyone. Today I will recap a 2008 Indonesian horror film named Kuntilanak 3. To understand the movie better, please watch the first and second part, the links are in the description. Before we start, it is a request to please like and comment on the video as it will help us to grow our reach. At the beginning of the movie, we see a newly engaged couple, Stella and her fiancé Rimson, on a trekking trip in a virgin forest. Stella says that she heard a ghost story, and they say that after 1 in the morning if you hear an ancient Javanese lullaby, you will meet a banshee. Rimson doesn't believe all these things and he leaves to get firewood. Now after he leaves, Stella starts hearing that lullaby, which makes her a little scared. She comes out of her tent to check and finds Rimson's shoe there, and on going a little further, she hears a very scary laugh. She then finds a banshee behind the bushes who had killed Rimson and gouged out his eyes, and then she starts chasing Stella. Stella trips down and finds that the banshee has disappeared, and when she gets up, suddenly that banshee haunts and attacks her. We then see 4 𝐀𝐂𝐀 team members, Darwin, Asti, Herman, and Petra, searching for them in the forest. There they find a girl on the way, and when Herman stops the car, we see that it's Samantha. Darwin asks her to join them, saying it's a long walk to get there and they can't bear to see her walk alone. Sam refuses them and leaves, but when Petra goes to her and tells her that they are going to the jungle as they lost 2 of their friends, Sam joins them. They finally reach the forest's entrance, only to find the passage blocked, inducing them to continue their journey by climbing the hilly road into the deep woods. Now during their search, Petra finds a cross on a tree, and she calls and tells Darwin that they are on the right track. After a while, Herman says that they will set up their camp over there, and Sam hears someone calling her name. After settling down to camp, Sam thanks them for everything. Petra asks her what she is doing here all alone, to which she says she has something to attend to. Sam then advises them that it's better they forget their plans to find their friends. Asti shows her their photo, saying that they have been missing for 2 days, and maybe she doesn't know how it feels to lose someone important to you. After some time, when they are preparing to sleep, they hear the cry of a child from the forest. Herman asks Petra and Sam to guard this place, and only then Sam feels something and hears something in the Javanese language. She says she knows what's about there, so she has to come with them. However, Herman leaves there, saying he is the leader there. Now Herman, Asti, and Darwin go into the jungle following that voice. They notice that the voice is coming from different directions, so they decide to split. Suddenly that child's voice stops and Herman hears that lullaby, and suddenly something falls on him. Herman checks that it's a dead squirrel, and only then do we see Kuntilanak there watching him. On the other hand, Asti finds a voodoo doll under a tree. She takes it out to check it and thinks, what are children's toys doing here? Here Herman smells a very foul smell near a tree, and when he is going to check there, suddenly Sam comes there. He tells her that he forbid her to come here, but now that she is here with them, she must obey. She gives him the type of band he is wearing on his arms and tells him that it belongs to his missing friends. Meanwhile, Asti and Darwin return to the camp and Petra asks them where Sam is, to which Asti says she took her along and so she has to take care of her. Sam then returns with Herman, and Petra asks her does she know the danger in the jungle. Herman tells everyone to take a rest and he will stand on guard. Now that night, Sam remembers the encounter with her mother, where she told her that maybe she doesn't remember, but she has sung that lullaby since she was 4 years old. 𝐶𝐶𝐃𝐒 is her cousin, and she doesn't want her to become like her. She lost her heart in order to gain wealth. After Sam went to the university, her mother got married and moved back to the city and used a false alias, so the 𝐀𝐋𝐿 family wouldn't know about their whereabouts. But then they became suspicious and she pretended to be dead. Sam asks her not to leave her again, to which she says she has passed away. She tells her that she is stronger than 𝐶𝐶𝐃𝐒 and she must go to 𝐂𝐃𝐃𝐄 to meet grandma and settle this whole matter. She then leaves there, saying that death is not the end, but just a conclusion. Outside, Darwin is trying to sleep, but we see that Kuntilanak is clinging to him, but the next moment she disappears. Darwin then hears the lullaby and finds Banshee walking there. He thinks that someone may have lost her way, so he goes to her, but only then he hears some sound from behind, and when he turns around, he gets horrified to see the Banshee. He tries to wake up Herman, saying that he just saw a ghost, but Herman says he must have had a dream. The next morning, they continue their search, and suddenly a dense mist appears out of nowhere. Herman asks them to put their safety rope so that they don't split, and then they notice that they are barely able to hear each other. Darwin says that his compass is broken, the radio is dead, and the fog is thicker. After this, Banshee starts haunting them, due to which they all get very scared, but after a while the mist starts clearing. Sam then gets shocked to see Yenny there and she begins following her. Now they all reach a cave looking for Yenny, and Herman says maybe their friends went in there. Herman begins checking if they came here, and only then he finds that band there. They then notice they don't have a network on their cell phones, and Sam says there is a chance that they all might get lost. Herman says this is a matter of life and death and that in this year alone, 23 people have gone missing here. Esti says she won't go back until she finds out where Stella and Rimson are, as she doesn't want to regret not going there for the rest of her life. They then all enter the cave and find that there are 2 tunnels there. Herman says Esti and himself will take the left one, and the others will take the right one. Now after some time, Esti sees a strange girl in there and she starts following her. Herman comes to her and asks her why she ran, to which she tells him that she saw a child. On the other hand, Sam also sees that girl eating a bone and she runs away there seeing her. Petra notices that Sam disappeared again and they set out to find her. Here Herman throws a rope tied with stone to go down the tunnel, but the girl pushes it, causing him to hit his head on a rock and faint. Meanwhile, Sam, Darwin, and Petra find that girl, who tells Samantha to go to 𝐂𝐃𝐄𝐒 and not hide from Grandma. Now as Sam holds her hand, it falls and breaks down as it's made of sand, seeing which they get terrified and leave there. On the other hand, Esti gets terrified seeing Darwin transforming into a ghost. However, he then gets up normally and asks her what was that. They then all manage to get out of the cave and ask Sam what place is this and what the connection between her and this place is. Later, Sam says she doesn't know who that child was, but they are in a place called 𝐂𝐃𝐄𝐒. She came here to find a person who knows how to heal her. She tells them that she has the power to call the Banshee, and this place is its lair. Esti says they came here with a purpose and she won't leave Stella and Rimson behind because of those spirits. Now Herman tells Darwin to try to use his radio. He checks it and tells him that there is no signal. Herman says they are not prepared for a place like this, so they will go back at dawn. He then asks all of them to take a rest now and he will stand on guard. Shortly after, he hears some movement and voices from the forest, and when he goes there to check, the Banshee haunts him, causing him to fall into a swamp and get stuck there. He then sees that Banshee on the tree who tells him to be quiet, and then we see Herman bogging down in that swamp. Now the next day they all start searching for Herman, and Sam says why does nightfall come so quickly? After this, they all reach a deserted weird village in the middle of the forest, where they get shocked to see a dead body hanging on a tree, and Sam says it's not safe here. However, Petra says let's search for Herman one more time, and they will spend the night here and go back tomorrow. Later, Petra asks Sam if is it true that she has the ability to call a Banshee. Sam tells her it is a legacy and she inherited it from her ancestors. This legacy has caused the people around her to die, that's why she wanted to be left alone from the beginning, and she was worried they all would be dragged into this. Only then Esti screams, and when they all go out to check, they find a devoured cow there with a newborn baby inside it. Petra checks it and hears someone saying to take care of her baby. They all tell her not to do it and put it down, to which she says this is her responsibility. Darwin tells her to look at its hands and face saying it's not a human, but Petra says it's someone's baby and they can't live it here. Now that evening, Esti says that Sar will pick them up tomorrow morning, so they will have to mark the location. Hearing this, Petra says their mission has changed. They will look for Herman again tonight, but only within this area. Now that night, while they were all resting, we see that Banshee in their camp, and Petra wakes up hearing some sound. She notices that the baby is gone and tries to wake up Esti to borrow her flashlight, but everyone there were lying unconscious. Petra goes out into the dark with a video camera and uses its night vision, and we see the Banshee behind her climbing a tree. She then hears the baby crying and goes into the forest looking for it, but only then she gets haunted by the Banshee. Petra sees baby in Banshee's arms and she gets terrified, and then Banshee kills her. Sam and the others wake up hearing her scream and they all go out into the forest to find her. Sam then sees Yenny there and she begins following her, and Esti tells Darwin to let her go where she wants to go. They both then start searching for Petra and gets terrified seeing Banshee there over a tree. Esti asks him where is Sam, and she bets she knows what it is, and it has something to do with her. Darwin tries to calm her down and tells her that Sam told them not to follow her, but they acted recklessly. He asks her to return to the hut and he will search for Petra. On the other hand, Sam sees many kids in the forest chasing a white horse. She follows them and bumps into a kid, and they tell her to come with them and that it's her turn to guard it now. After that, the kids run away from there and Yenny comes to Samantha. She tells her that she knew she would come. She told all the others and now they will certainly escape from her. Sam asks her why did she bring all the children here, and how long she has been here. Yenny tells her they all arrived here early at dawn and the days can change into nights and then back to day again. We then see the horse transforming into that Banshee, and Yenny tells Sam that the Banshee feeds on kids' souls. Sam asks her why doesn't anyone try to escape, to which she tells her only one tried to escape through the tunnel, but if they try to escape, they lose their lives. Sam then sees that Banshee consuming the kids' souls, and then she leaves there with Yenny. Meanwhile, Darwin also gets shocked to see the Banshee there with the kids, and he thinks of recording this on the camera. Now as he tries to capture it, she suddenly haunts him, due to which he gets terrified, and we see Banshee sitting on a tree above him, but he was not able to see her because of the darkness. Then all of a sudden his body becomes itchy and he starts scratching himself. We then see that the Banshee is controlling him, and she makes him take out his knife and slit his wrist. On the other hand, 𝐻𝑇 reaches out to Sam and asks her what place is this. Sam tells her that this is her problem and she told them all to go back, but they didn't believe her. She tells her to let her resolve it and asks her to find a way to make a mark for the SAR team. 𝐻𝑇 says she has no idea what this place is and who she is, but she wants her to come out of there alive. 𝐁𝐒 then takes Sam to Grandma's place, where Sam asks her does she know what she must do in there and how to defeat Grandma. To which she says no, but she can do it, and Grandma knew that she would come here. She tells her that all her friends get happy when she tells them her story and they believe that she can save them. Sam tells her to look for her friends and they will protect her and take her home. 𝐁𝐒 says she has no one now, so she wants to go home with her. Sam tells her that she can't stay here as it's dangerous for her, so she must look for her friends. On the other hand, 𝐻𝑇 makes a sign for the SAR team and says she doesn't want to leave her friends behind, so she has to find them. She then goes into the forest in their search, but Banshee grabs her leg causing her to fall, and when 𝐻𝑇 tries to attack her, she cuts her own hand by mistake and Banshee leaves there with her hand. Here Sam enters Grandma's place and Grandma tells her that they have been waiting for her since a long time ago. She says she has made a pact with the devil for a century now so that she will live forever. But there is one condition, that she must take care of the Banshee within herself. A woman in this village gave birth to a devil baby, so she was placed in the stocks and murdered by the villagers. She died and became the Banshee. The Banshee will come if she sings the lullaby that she created, and only the people with this power can summon her. She gave this power to the 𝐀𝐄𝐒 family, and this power was passed on till her. She is the youngest and the strongest. Sam asks her why don't she take care of it herself, to which she says she is only allowed to sing the lullaby 2 times, to bond this fetus and to let it go. If the person who possesses the power sings the lullaby will summon this fetus. The Banshee will appear in many forms in the human world, but in 𝐂𝐄𝐒, she rules here. Sam asks her why she takes the souls of innocent children, to which she attacks her saying they were born from sins. The Banshee needs the soul of young children to make sure the fetus within her will live on and she lives forever too. Sam tries to escape from there and injures her knee in this. Grandma chases her, and Sam tells her that she came here to get rid of this cursed power. Grandma asks her who said she can get rid of it. As long as this fetus lives on, the lullaby will exist too. Sam remembers her mother telling her she is so innocent, so she was easily fooled, and here she understands that she was not her mother, but Banshee in the form of her mother. Grandma then falls on the ground and begins crawling towards her, and then that Banshee comes out of inside her. Banshee then approaches Sam and enters inside her tummy, and Sam says who said it will live on forever. She tells Grandma that she made the pact with the devil and not her, and then Grandma dies. The next day, Sam tells 𝐁𝐒 that she has fulfilled her task and asks her to look for her friend. She is waiting there for the others to pick her up. 𝐁𝐒 then tells that Sam could have let the Banshee continue to live within her, and in return, she would live forever. But who wants to live forever? So she sacrificed herself by jumping into a waterfall and ending the curse. The last thing she told her was to always keep smiling. We have to keep in mind that above the sky, there is another sky. Please like and subscribe to my channel and click the bell icon never to miss new video updates. Thanks for watching.